everybody, this is Chris from Stylharmony. Today's video is going to be about doing some kind of enamel dots or enamel embellishments. I know that you can find them probably very easily in some of the countries you are in, America, Australia, Canada, but where I live I can't find any, and they're also very expensive. So I've seen online videos where you can make them using some pearls, and you put these pearls in the oven and it looks perfect. Well, I've tried many ways, many techniques like this in the oven. I purchased the beads, I changed the settings of the heat. It never worked for me. Then I saw something a bit similar using hot glue. This is using only hot glue. There are hot glue dots, and you're supposed to put them on a baking sheet, and then once they're dry and they cool down, you're supposed to paint them with nail polish or acrylic paint. I tested, it works, but it takes an awful lot of time because you need to paint each and every one individually. So I came up with something different and it works perfectly for me. And I'm going to show you two techniques in order to make these. And first I'm going to make a close-up because they're really nice looking, and I just want you to really see what it's going to look like. The shapes I have done are not perfect, but I did this last night. It was about 11 p.m. until almost 1 a.m. because I really wanted to give it different tries using different materials you might have, and they're just looking great, except that there's still a lot of strings, hot glue strings, but I'll talk about this later. So here are the greens, and I really hope you can see them because they're very shiny. I've got some blues here, trying to move my paper along. There are some pinkish here. What else? Some gold on this side. I have another kind of green here using a different ink, and these guys here are using the first technique I'm going to show you right now. But I'm going to put them aside. Oh, and yes, I'm going to show you how to do these because these are absolutely beautiful. Let me zoom in again. I will show you these two. Look at that. Christmas is coming. You're going to want glitter. Look at these. Oh my goodness. They look so nice. You see the shiny of it? I really hope you do. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and talk about what you will need. So you will need, for the first technique, you will need foiling paper, kitchen paper, foil, okay? That's the first thing you will need. The second thing for this technique will be some kind of Sharpies. You know, the alcohol brand, and it can be another brand than this one, but something that is supposed to stay on non-porous surfaces. You will need, obviously, a hot glue gun and glue sticks. You will need glitter, any color. You will need some little baggies like these, the size you want. They can be bigger. And very important thing, you will need alcoholic ink. The brand I have right now are Pinata. They're alcoholic based. You can also use, and it works perfectly with that, your re-inkers. The one you use for re-inking your stamps. It's going to work perfectly too, and that's all you're going to need. Oh yes, and parchment paper. So the brand I'm using here is the Reynolds brand, and it's called parchment paper, but the one with the cookies on it is the one that works the best because it really is non-stick, and that's the only brand I go to. So first technique is using the foil and the Sharpies. If you want to use this technique and really have the best results, you will need some kind of glue sticks that are very translucent. This is not the case with the one I have, but I'm going to show you anyway. If you can find a completely clear, transparent glue stick, this technique will work perfectly. So once you've got your foil, you're just going to put some, and I hope, yes, my glue gun is hot. You're going to put some, you're going to color it a little bit like this. And I like to do for this technique a few batches at a time. I hope there will be not too much clear. Yeah, I like to do small batches at a time because I don't want my ink to evaporate too quickly. So I'm just putting the color down. And then you're going to use your hot glue and you're going to come here and do your dots. I'm doing big ones because I like when it's big. I'm using these sometimes in this, well, most of the times on cards for embellishments. Also when I make paper flowers, I love making paper flowers. I will put these in the center. Is the light okay? I hope so. This is a nice color. And I'm going to do an orange one. So I'm just going to do a few of these. And very quickly, before the alcohol here evaporates, I'm going to put my glue. So you see right now it looks perfect. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to really show you. This is the way it should look if you were using total transparent glue dots, glue sticks. They would stay like this or almost like this, but because mine is kind of opaque, it's going to turn out different. So I'm going to put these aside and let them to completely cool down and dry. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the other technique I really enjoy. So what you will need to do is take a little piece of your baking paper and you're going to make glue dots. Again, do the size you want. I'm going to make small one, big ones, and take your time while doing this, because if you're doing it first on a very flat surface, they're going to be round and beautiful. If it's not flat like here, they have another kind of shape. So you need to play with this a little bit. And the hotter normally the better. You will have less strings like this. Also, it can depend on the brand you use. So I'm going to make a few of these and small ones because I'm going to color them after this anyway. And I'm turning around to try to avoid these filaments. If you do have these little strings, and you will probably have, you will need, that's important, it's better to do it before, you will need to cut these when it's completely dried and cold. Cut these with scissors or with your fingers before doing the next step I'm going to show you. It's better to do it before, because if you do it after, the result will not be nice. And I will show you this why afterwards. So I've got already some of them that are dried, and mine dried this color because my glue stick, I have a lot of them, maybe I had them for too long, and they turn yellow. So when they turn yellow, they turn out like this once you put them on your baking sheet, okay? But the technique still works. But it's going to change a little bit the color you're going to put on them. So I'm going to start using these just for a second. I'm going to put these in my baggies. So of course you could use bigger bags. So I like to put my glue dots first in here. And then I'm going to choose the colors I want to color them with, and then put few drops. It's very economical. A little goes a long way. So once this is done, I'm going to put few drops in here. And if you're not pleased with the result, you can always come back and add some more. Then you close it shut. Really be careful it's completely shut, and start shaking your bag. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Play with them a little bit so you make sure that they're all pretty well covered. Once it's done, you're going to take your cooking sheet. Don't wait for them to dry in here because it's not going to dry. Oop. So be more careful. That's just what I did. And then don't use your fingers. Use tweezers if you want to put them on the back side, the flat side, because if you put your fingers here, you're gonna have fingerprints on them and they may not be as shiny. They're gonna look more opaque. So just use your tweezers to put them on the other side. Not really sure if it's that important, but that's what I like to do. And because it's alcoholic based inks, they're going to dry in minutes. I mean, I'll be back in a minute and I'll try to touch them and show you that it's already dry. So you leave them like this. Try to separate them because otherwise they might stick to each other. See, and if you're not pleased, you can always come back and add more ink. So let me go here, and that's the way they look. So if you take more time, they'll be nicer, they'll be rounder. If you go very quickly like I did, they will have odd shapes, but they will have also more a 3D to them. So that's maybe something you want to go for. If you want them to be more with more height, it's better to use your glue when it's not too hot. You know, in the beginning, when your heat gun is heating up. And now I'm going to show you why you should take all these little filaments, these glue strings, before putting it here. Because if you want to cut them after, this is what I did with the glitter, if you want to cut them after, you're going to see the original color underneath. And you'll understand better what I'm talking about right now. So, and you're going to repeat this for all the colors you want. So let me see, I'm going to use these. I'm going to show you another time. And keep your baggies because you'll be able to use them over and over again. Just make sure they don't have any holes in them. So I'm going to put these, a few more, and I'm going to use, this color is, it's silver. So I need to shake it up a little bit. And this is pretty, I don't know if it's the prettiest silver I know. It's maybe looking a little grayish. So you shake it again. I should maybe use a little bit more, because I can see I didn't have some everywhere. Okay, shut it close and shake it. And you might want to use gloves with this, but if you do have some ink on your fingers, I would recommend just using rubbing alcohol to take everything out. Yes, this color is not really silver, it's more looking like grayish. I'm not totally crazy about this color, but I will try use something different. Okay, but you get the gist of it. I just would like to do some purples, because I like purple, and I'm going to do some purple. And you know what? Maybe I should use these that are much clearer now because I think they dried. So I'm going to use these. They're less yellow than the others. Put these aside. Yeah, they're hot. Oh, maybe something you should need. I'm going to get mine. Is a little spatula, if you can have one like this. So remember, cut your filaments of glue before, that'll be better. I'm not gonna do it for all of them because you understood what I want to say. I'm gonna use my little bag and put these inside. Come on, little baby. And then I'm going to put my purple in here. Is that enough? I just put 2 or 3 drops, I think. Yeah, plenty enough. Maybe even too much. I'm going to throw in some of the yellowish. I don't care. It's just maybe going to change a little bit the color of it. We'll see. I can see it looks nice. And again, if you're not pleased with it, let them dry a minute or two and then do it again. Oh, they're nice. Oh, they're nice. Oh, yes. Look at that. That's the back of it. That's the front of it. Look at that. Oh, yes. So the clearer your glue is, the better the result. I really like it. Some of them look marbled, which is fine. I think it's because it's not the same. Yeah, I'm just doing it quickly. I'm putting my fingers in here. But yes, definitely the color is nice. I hope you can see that it's purple. Here in the video it looks like they're blue, but they're purple, and they're really, really nice. They are purple. I hope you can see this. So that's the technique. The best technique I like to use because it's fast. You can make a whole bunch of them just using few drops of ink. So let's go back here to the first one I made. So I think they're dry, and let's try to peel them off. So depending on the foil, it might stick to the foil or it may not stick. Mine are not sticking to the foil. Let me take them off. So this is now what they look like. So they're not bad either, but if you were using more transparent glue, they would look even better. They would look even better. That's a nice technique. It just takes a little bit more time coloring your foil and then putting your glue on top, but it is still better, according to me, than painting them with nail polish. Because when I did that, I had a whole lot of nail polish going over my bead, and then I had to trim it down, and it's not good. So this is not bad. Maybe not as shiny, but it is. I might use sometimes this technique if I like a color in my alcoholic inks. I might use this one, but I really enjoy the other. So now I'm going to show you the other technique, which is about the same, but we're going to put glitter on these. So I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to use my regular colored stick, you know, the translucent one, and I'm going to do a few drops here. The only thing you need to keep in mind is that you have to work rather rapidly, and don't do too much at a time, because it's going to dry very fast. So you need to put your glitter, of course this one is empty, you need to put your glitter very fast before your glue dries, otherwise nothing's going to stick to it. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to do a few more here, like 3 or 4 at a time. I won't go more than that. I'm doing it again just in case the others didn't work. And I'm going to wait just a few seconds while this is cooling down. I am going to use this other sheet here, and I'm going to use another color. So here it's the same glue again, and I'm saying this because I'm going to use another kind of glue just in a minute. And here I'm going to sprinkle some white. And don't be scared, I'm putting a lot here, but we're not going to throw away this. This is why if you have some coffee filters, we're going to be able to use these pieces of glitter again. We're not going to waste any. So a little bit more here, and I'm coming back and sprinkle. Okay, I'm going to go back to my golden ones, and I'm going to put this glitter into my coffee filter because I will use them again. And now, I hope it's dry. Not totally yet. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to use another piece here of glitter, and I'm going to show you, if you use colored glue sticks, I've got a whole bunch of them. I was not really happy about these. The colors were not that nice, but I'm going to show you anyway because the results are going to be very different. just depending on the color of your glue. So I'm using exactly the same technique. I'm using exactly the same glitter, the white one here. And you'll be able to see the difference. So I'm going to take away this one here, where I had my glue that was white or translucent. And I'm going to bring it back. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the red and back. So do you see the difference? I mean, of course you have to see it, I mean, obviously. But I really like the results, and it normally dries much quicker. It's not yet. Not yet. So leave them that like this. But do you see the difference? But I like both because they're very interesting. They can be used the same way for decorations, just using the same glitter, but because of the glue, because this glitter is a little bit transparent, the effects are very different. So I'm sure you all have glitter home, you have glue sticks, so have fun. If you don't have colored glue sticks, it doesn't matter, because we're going to be able to do something different here. We're going to use here our translucent one, and we're going to use just another glitter, and this time I'm going to use red. So let me open this, put some red, another coffee filter because I don't want to mix all my glitter, and there you go. And again, completely different from these here. So very different. I'm going to really zoom in. And this is, both of them are nice. Both of them are very different. Is the light okay? I'm waiting for new lights to be able to show you and make better videos. So I hope you will appreciate that, the new videos. Hope coming soon. So here are the different types. And you can do this with all kinds of colors of glitter. And I'm going to show you back the samples I have because I can't change my color, my glue sticks right now. But see, this glue stick, I'm going to go back. This glue stick was black. Let me see. I'm having some problems today to shoot. I don't know why. So this one is just black, and the effect is really nice. It looks like it's got bluish and greenish colors to it. Really like it. Really like it. I was surprised. I really didn't know it was going to look like this. Can you see it? Really, really nice. So that one was black. Here I've got some green ones. Let me show you this one. Here they're green. That's the back side. This side you're going to glue on your paper. And by the way, once they're dry, they're not going to be able to stick to anything, so you will have to put a dab of glue on the back in order to stick it to something. But they're really nice. And this one is blue. You see that? It's really, really nice. So depending on the colors, you will have different effects. So I'm going to show you the red one again. It's a little smaller, but it's really nice. And it's the same thing with these. This one is black, but because the glitter is more opaque, you can't really see it's black. But this is the reason why I was telling you to cut your little bits before, because if you would cut it now and you go a little bit too far, you're gonna, the black is gonna show up. Do you see that? So cut your little strings before putting your how do you call that? Your glitter, and you'll be fine to go. Let me bring these again. And I wanted to show you another difference. These are a little bit yellow because my glue stick was a little older and it was yellow, and it turned out to look yellow. Compared to my glue stick when it's translucent, the result is completely different. So it means that you have so much possibilities depending on the glitter, depending on the quality or the color of your glue sticks. You can do so many things. These are with, you can't really see it, maybe you could, but there, yes, you can see it on camera. This one is black. This one, these are red underneath. And even though this glitter has a very good coverage, you can still see a little bit of difference of the color here. And what about if I had another, I don't think I made it another color, no, just these. But you have to try to play with them. There are so many possibilities. You're going to be able to use it all and make maybe big ones. And I think I will come back with another video, and I would like to make some kind of jewelry with these pieces. I've got some ideas in the back of my mind, and I'll come back with another video. Maybe not the next one, but very soon. So here you are. I hope this video was helpful to you and you'll give it a try. Please tell me if you do give it a try. Tell me what you think about it. Was it easy or not? Do you have other ideas? Do you have another way of making your own? I think it's very versatile because with one glue stick, one glue stick, we could make a whole bunch of different stuff using glitter. Very few materials again. And yes, please leave me your comments. Subscribe, and don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. See you soon for other videos. Bye bye.